It's freaking horrible here today. It's like 32 degrees and it's snain leading or lean staining. It's sleet, rain, and snow kind of all at once. And it's the 17th, 18th of April. Hey, you know what happened on this date in 1775? Well, listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere on the 18th of April in 75. Hardly a man is now alive who remembers that famous day and year. He said to his friend, if the British march by land or sea from the town tonight, hang a lantern aloft in the belfry arch of the North Church Tower as a signal light. What if by land too, if by sea, and I on the opposite shore would be ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm. Then he said good night, and with muffled oar silently rowed to the Charleston shore, where swinging wide at her moorings lay the Somerset British man of war. A phantom ship, with each mast and spar across the moon like a prison bar, and a huge black hulk that was magnified by its own reflection in the tide. And so it went. American Revolutionary War, British invasion, Paul Revere the silversmith on the back of a horse. My crotch is getting sore, but the British are coming. Can you imagine that? Man, he's riding, saddle horn bumping up against the back of his sack. Oh, fuck, where's it coming? Of course, if it had been Mrs. Revere, she might have been the one that was coming. But, hey, what can I tell you? Uh-oh, inappropriate YouTube content. Yes, I've had a lot of coffee this morning. Good morning, everybody, from the dank basement. This is your weekend Uncle Squinty. We're going to cook today with that snuff. Be right back. All right, kids. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't even know if I'm on camera. You might be looking at my belly, maybe. I don't know. Let me see how my camera. This is going to really hurt your ears, so turn down your volume, okay? Maybe like that. Maybe like that. That might be a little better. How's that, guys? All right. Now, you will recall that I put this jar together with the really shitty, I don't like it at all, Tia Maria snuff from Dalwith and Hogarth, and the ridiculously, ineptly made Toke Excuso. Thumb War Roderick. I'm waiting for you, man. I'm calling you out. So we've got our wire sieve here. I had to improvise because I don't have a portable video camera. So there's no way for me to take this to the kitchen, which is where I would much rather be doing this. Because this is going to be a dusty mess if I'm not very careful. Yeah, I know you're waiting for it, right? Okay, now remember, I put the Toke Espresso, and the Galwith and Hogarth Tia Maria in here with some actual Costa Rican Caracolillo coffee beans. And this is not going to come out of the jar easily because it's real moist from the coffee oils. When I pounded that jar, you expected it to go all over hell, didn't you? I mean, yes, I'm using a very important snuff utensil. It's called the finger. I like to run barefoot through my snuff. But actually, I'm going to need a mortar, I think. Yeah, this is already... You know what? It's actually improved. Got to get these coffee beans out of here. And I'm probably going to need to have to maybe even expose this to some air because it's really moist. Also, I've got to be careful when I use my mortar to not crush these coffee beans. Now, there's only a dozen or so. But I certainly don't want the coffee, particularly the hulls of the coffee beans going into my snuff. That could really hurt. So I got to go grab a mortar. Hang on. Squinty time in the dank basement. I'm glad you guys could stop by today. It's kind of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, but on snuff. Let's see. All right. I should have something I can use as a pestle here, or a mortar here. I can't find anything. I've got snuff all over me. Oh, this might actually work. All right. Yes, that's right. I reached into Squiddy's big bag of snuff implements. And I came up with what I think is going to be the perfect grinder. Now, this is made out of Pyrex. This is another Peerless product. This is the Peerless glass snuff mortar. I like the shape. I wish the tip of this was just a little larger so that it would grind the snuff more thoroughly. But I like the way it fits in the palm of the hand like this. It'd make a hell of a weapon, wouldn't it? And it goes through metal detectors. Don't do anything bad. So I'm going to be very careful as I use my Peerless Pyrex. It's actually called borosilicate glass, which means you can warm it or cool it and it won't break. And it's very shatter resistant. Very easy to clean, dishwasher safe. And I'm going to just try to work this a little bit. And because this has got some weight to it, if I didn't have the coffee beans in here, I could actually just lay this in here and just let it sort of roll back and forth. And it would do a fairly good job. I actually have a much larger one of these. And if I was doing a huge batch of snuff, I would probably get the jumbo, what is it called? The jumbo collinator? I don't even know what that means. Either that or it's the, oh, never mind. I don't remember. But thanks to Peerless, I've got this easy to clean, dishwasher safe, solid piece of Pyrex glass that is absolutely perfect for working snuff through my dime store cheap-ass wire colander. I actually got this, I believe, at Target about 5 years ago, and it was like $2, $3. Yeah, I'm getting most of the snuff through here. Yeah. I got the coffee beans out. Wow, that's really silky. That's pretty. Hang on. I bet I'm getting snuff all over me, as I always do. I do not want to set the coffee beans on my printer. I will actually just tip them into this wastebasket. Leave the colander there on the edge. Yes, I'm sniffing my mortar. It smells good. All right. Now let's see what we've got here. Running barefoot through the snow. It's going to be delicious. Okay, it's gotten, despite the coffee beans, it's dried a little bit. I'm not going to have to dry this, I don't think. It is not really clumping together. The Tia Maria and the Toke Espresso are almost the same grind, so that wasn't an issue. And also I had some, you'll recall, a little bit, maybe 2 grams of the Samuel Gawith black coffee that I also threw in here. Now, I've got a couple of other snuffs that I can add to this. If I want to further tart it up, I could throw in a little bit of Abraxas to sweeten this and give it a stronger coffee flavor. But let's see what we have right now. I like it. I really like it. Oh, wow. But look at all this I have. I'm going to have to find something to decant this into. I might sieve the rest of what's in the jar and then repackage this, I think, back into that same jar. That sounds like a plan. I have other jars too, but I will decant this. It still needs something. The proportions, as nearly as I remember them. Remember, I put this in the refrigerator down here, forgot all about it like 5 months ago now. So I don't really remember what the proportions were, but let's presume we started out with a 25-gram tub of the Gawith and Hogarth. I took a couple of pinches out of it, and it sucked. I didn't like it, so I dumped pretty much that whole thing in here. And then I also had a 25-gram of the Toke Excuso. I put that in here as well. So now I've got over 2 ounces, 3 ounces in here of, or 2 ounces rather, of snuff. And then a couple more grams of the Samuel Gawith. And I wonder where the sweet is coming from. Maybe from the coffee beans. Yeah, I don't think I put Abraxas in this already, and the grind would let me believe that I didn't. Listen, my children, and you will hear of the midnight ride of Paul the Snuff Blender. This is pretty cool. it turned out kind of good. It's certainly masking a lot of the sins of the Tia Maria, and the taupe was just nice bulk with a coffee hint to it. This isn't bad. Stay tuned. There's going to be more of these. We're going to see if we can develop this into something really spectacular. If you got ideas, post them in the comment section. You guys are the tops. Look at it. You want to see my snuff, little girl? Here, look at this. Huh? Get some more light on here. I don't know what happened to my magic light. Oh, shit, that's bright. Let's see if we can do... All right. Does that illuminate it better for all y'all? Can you see that? Can you see that delicious blend of coffee snuff, huh? Mmm. Makes me want to get it all over me. From the dank basement, this is your Uncle Squinty blending the snuff. See you later. Now, where's the stop capture button? Hey, F you reply girl. Hi. I look weird on camera, don't I? I love you.